Hi, my name is Tan Kuan Yik from DFT2G6. Today, we're here to present our assignment AACS 2034 Fundamentals of Computer Networks. We will talk about the introduction, network design, subnet design, address design, network configuration, and digital resources. First, the introduction. There's a scenario given to us. As network engineers, we have been hired by TAACS Network Berhad to design and set up a local network that spans multiple locations. Those are location A, location B, and location C. Location A, which has administrative department, sales department, and customer service department. 500 meters away from location A is location B, which has gaming tech facilities, big data hub, cybersecurity units. And 200 meters away from location A is location C, which has research and development labs. Move to network design. There are total 10 subnets here. 7 subnets is for each department and facilities. And the other 3 subnets will reserve for routers between routers. The router that we use here is router PTMT, and the switch we use here is 296024. This model of switch offers scalability and allowing businesses to expand their network as needed without significant hassle. And the transmission media we use here is to connect between router to router is fiber optic, and the transmission media we use to connect switch to router and PC to switch is copper straight through. This table shows the number of hosts required for each department and facility subnets that we prepare. Then we need to count for the 88% of growth for all the hosts. The method we use to calculate the actual number of hosts required after the expansion is we find out how many hosts required in each department. After that, we find out how much of the growth actually is. Then we just sum up with the original host number to get the total number of hosts after the growth. Move to subnet design. The subnetting method we use is FLSM, which is fixed length subnet mask. All the subnets will have the same size and same subnet mask. So we will use the largest subnet group to find our subnet mask, which is the admin department we can see here. It has 384 hosts, which is the largest amount in the subnet. It is to make sure every single subnet will get usable IP for every single host. In the subnet, the first IP will be reserved for subnet address, and the last IP will be reserved for the broadcast address. So this leaves us with the range of this number of usable IP in the subnet. To calculate the subnet mask, we're using the number 384 hosts to find the largest number of host bits required. The number of this preserved for hosts we'll get is 9 bits. Because 9 bits is 512 IPs, since the first IP will be reserved for subnet address and last IP will be reserved for broadcast address, so the total number of the usable IPs will be 510 IPs. Moving up to addressing table, this table will show the devices, the interfaces, IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. For router interface, the IP will be assigned to the first usable IP of their respective subnet. Same for all the other interfaces which are connected to the subnet. Move to next. This is the addressing table for switch section. The IP addresses are configured to the VLAN port of the switches. The switch will have an IP range of 10.0.x.3 until 10.0.x.21, which is the total of 19 IPs reserved for the switches. This is because in the real environment, the subnet will have 384 hosts, which one switch is not enough to handle. We have to plan that we'll use the switch-to-switch connection to connect the switches to the switches together, and then the end host will connect to the switch. So we will reserve 19 IPs for the switches in the configuration of the real environment. So following this scenario, the switch will get the second usable IP of the subnet, which is 10.0.x.4 for all the switches. The default gateway of all the switches will also be set to the corresponding router interfaces port of their respective subnets. And this is the addressing table part of the end devices, the end devices will use the first usable IPs after the switches and the router and descend from there. The default gateway of the PCs will be the router interface port of their respective subnet.
Hi, my name is Loo Yee Ter. I'm from DFT Group 6. So today I'm talking about network configuration. So the first command is to set the password for VTY lines 0 to 15. So first we need to go into the configuration mode and configuration terminal. After that, line VTY 0 to 15, which means from 0 to 15. And the password is uppercase CL, lowercase a, and 33. And after that, login and N and WR. WR is to save. And next command is to set the password for console line. Same, we need to go into the configuration mode, configuration terminal, and then line, console 0, password same, and then login and N and save it. So this command is set the IP address for the switches. Same, we need to go into configuration mode, configuration terminal, and this one is go into the interface VLAN 1. So we want to set the IP address so just IP add, and this is the IP address. For example, maybe 10.0.0.1, and this is the subnet mask. So no shut, and this is set the secret password. So same, go into configuration mode, configuration terminal, and then enable secret, the lowercase AA, uppercase CS, and 2034. So this command is set the host name for the device. Same, we need to go into configuration mode, configuration terminal, and then H host name. For example, if I want to set the host name is switch 1, so I just H space and then switch 1. So after this command, here we have changed to switch 1, but because I already do, so it already changed. So this one is set the default gateway. Same, you need to go into the configuration mode and then the configuration terminal, and the IP DE is set the default gateway. So here is write the default gateway IP address. So next command, same, we need to go into the configuration mode, configuration terminal, and we need to go into the interface, maybe for example gigabit internet 0/0, and same IP address. Here is the IP address and subnet mask and no shut. And after that, we need to go into this is set the IP route. So same, we need to go into the configuration mode and configuration terminal and IP route. Here is write the packet destination network IP and destination network IP subnet mask and next hop IP address. So that's it for our network configuration. So next I will do a demo for ping. So here is our network topology. So this one is location A, and this one location B, and this one location C. Okay, so first I will ping from location A to location A. For example, admin department to sales department. First, so I will be maybe PC1. So I will go to the desktop and the command prompt. So if I want ping one of the PC from sales department, so I need to know the IP address, maybe PC4. So the PC4 IP address is 10.0.2.5. So I just ping 10.0.2.5. Yeah, so it's ping successfully. So I want to ping a PC from location B. Maybe I choose PC11. So the PC11 IP address is 10.1.0.5. Okay, I ping 10.1.0.5. Okay, yeah, same, ping successfully. Okay, so I want ping one of the PC from location C. Maybe I choose PC21. So the PC21 IP address is 10.2.0.4. Okay, I ping 10.2.0.4. Yeah, same, is ping successfully. So next part for our presentation is, and also the last part for our presentation is digital resource. So YouTube, we used to establish our video to the YouTube platform, and also we go through the senior video to look the content for the presentations video. And Cisco Packet Tracer, we use to design the network topology and also create the software for the network. And the Google Docs, we use to do the report. And Google Meet, we use to discuss together when we are doing the report and also the software for the network. And WhatsApp, we use to share the resource, maybe like resource up to date or the status. And last, OBS Studio, we use to record this video. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much.